How beautiful is the desire of every human being to have someone who loves them just as they are, because beneath every smile, behind every dream, and hidden within every heart, there lives a quiet wish that rarely changes, no matter where a person comes from, how old they are, or what language they speak. It is the simple and beautiful desire to be accepted without conditions, to be understood without having to explain every scar, and to be loved without having to become someone else first. Every human being carries imperfections, fears, mistakes, and insecurities. Every human being has moments of doubt, moments of weakness, and moments they wish they could erase. Yet, despite all these things, the heart continues hoping that somewhere in this vast world there is a person who will look at them and say, "You do not have to change for me to care about you. You do not have to hide your flaws. You do not have to pretend to be perfect. I love you as you are." How beautiful is that desire, a desire so gentle yet so powerful that it follows us throughout our lives. As children, we search for acceptance. As we grow older, we search for understanding. And as adults, many of us quietly search for a love that feels like home. Not a love built upon appearances, achievements, or expectations, but a love built upon truth, a love that remains when the masks come off and the real person finally stands revealed. How beautiful is the desire to find someone who sees your imperfections and stays, who notices your fears and offers comfort instead of judgment, who understands your past and still believes in your future. In a world that constantly tells people to be more, achieve more, change more, and prove more, there is something deeply comforting about finding a person who simply says, "You are enough." Those three words can heal wounds that years of success never could. They can bring peace to a restless heart and confidence to a soul that has spent too long doubting its own worth. How beautiful is the desire to be loved for who you truly are, not for the image you present to the world, not for your accomplishments, not for your strengths alone, but for the complete picture of who you are. The laughter and the tears, the victories and the failures, the confidence and the uncertainty, the beautiful qualities and the imperfect ones. Real love does not select only the easy parts of a person. Real love embraces the entire story. Every human being secretly longs for that kind of connection, the kind where silence feels comfortable instead of awkward, the kind where vulnerability feels safe instead of frightening, the kind where two people can sit together without pretending to be anything other than themselves. How beautiful is the desire to be known completely and still be cherished, to reveal every chapter of your story and discover that someone chooses to stay and keep reading, to show someone your scars and watch them treat those scars with kindness instead of criticism. There is something extraordinary about being loved without conditions. Conditional love often says, "I will love you if you become what I expect." But genuine love says, "I love you because you are you." It does not demand perfection. It does not require constant success. It does not disappear when life becomes difficult. Instead, it grows stronger during challenges, deeper during hardships, and more meaningful with time. How beautiful is the desire to find a person whose presence makes you feel accepted, a person who encourages your dreams while accepting your limitations, a person who celebrates your strengths without ignoring your struggles, a person who sees the parts of you that others overlook and values them anyway. In many ways, that desire is one of the most human desires of all. It is not about romance alone, it is about belonging, it is about feeling seen, it is about knowing that your existence matters to someone exactly as it is. How beautiful is the desire to stop performing and simply be, to stop worrying about whether you are impressive enough, successful enough, attractive enough, or perfect enough to finally meet someone who looks beyond all those things and connects directly with your heart. A person who finds beauty not only in your brightest moments but also in your most vulnerable ones. A person who understands that love is not about finding perfection but about appreciating authenticity. The world often celebrates extraordinary achievements, but perhaps one of life's greatest blessings is far simpler. Perhaps it is finding someone who knows your true self and chooses you anyway. Someone who listens when you speak, stays when life becomes difficult, believes in you when you doubt yourself, and reminds you of your value when you forget it. How beautiful is the desire to have that kind of love, and how beautiful it is when that desire finally becomes reality. Because at the end of the day, beneath all our ambitions, responsibilities, and goals, many hearts are quietly wishing for the same thing. They are wishing for a place where they can rest without fear, a person with whom they can be completely honest, and a love that does not ask them to become someone else. And if there is anything truly magical about being human, perhaps it is this shared hope that somewhere, somehow, there is a soul who will look at us with understanding, accept every imperfect piece of who we are, and say with complete sincerity, you do not have to be anyone else. You are already enough for me. And truly, how beautiful is that desire, and how beautiful is the love that fulfills it.